guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have the event for Cyclops Series 115, if I'm not mistaken. The first racing outdoor edition. And let's get started. And we're gonna kick things off with Thrasher and Bakugan Dragonoid. Ooh, good race. To start up. And it's gonna be Dragonoid. Next up, we have Horsepower taking on Red Proper Gravedigger. Ooh, and it looks like it's gonna be Horsepower. And it is Horsepower. Next up, we have the Ride Truck Gravedigger taking on the Green Ghost Gravedigger. And it's gonna be the Ride Truck Gravedigger. And it looks like we have a special guest with us today. As he looks straight at the camera. Next up, we have Whiplash taking on Big Kahuna. And it's gonna be Big Kahuna. Next up, we have Scooby-Doo taking on Monster Mutt. And it's gonna be Monster Mutt. Next up, we have Salvager taking on Cyclops. Oh, good race! And it's gonna be Cyclops. Next up, we have Red Primer Gravedigger taking on Gravedigger 1996. Sorry, Grandma Gravedigger and Gravedigger 1996. And it's gonna be a good race. And it's gonna be Grandma. Next up, we have El Toro Logo taking on Northern Nightmare 9 Shenanigans. It's gonna be close race again. And it's El Toro Loco. Next up, we have Blue Thunder taking on Stone Crusher. And it's gonna be Stone Crusher. Next up, we have Slinger taking on Rocco Rescue. And it's gonna be Slinger. Next up, we have Ice Dragonoid and Fire Horsepower. And it's gonna be Fire Horsepower. Next up, we have another Fire and Ice battle between Ice Monster and Fire Husky. Oh! Monster got a little bit of advantage. Did I give him the win? No, it didn't. Next up, we have BKT Ride Truck taking on Reckless Gravedigger. And it's gonna be BKT. Next up, we have the Battle of Zombies, Boneyard Zombie and Zombie Overcast. And it's gonna be Zombie Nitro Neons. And guys, I apologize if I said Zombie Overcast. I meant to say Boneyard Zombie versus Zombie Nitro Neons. So, Zombie Nitro Neons did win. I meant to say Nitro Neons, but I said Overcast. But without further ado, let's continue with Jester and Wildflower. Ooh, and it's Jester with the... Next up, we have Wonder Woman taking on S10 Avenger. And it's going to be Wonder Woman. Next up, we have Backwards Bob taking on Wolf's Head. And it's Backwards Bob. Next up, we have Max D taking on Sasquatch. And it's going to be a good race, and it's Max D. Next up, we have Freebird taking on Zombie Overcast. And it's Freebird! Zombie Overcast flips over. Next up, we have Avenger taking on Aftershock. And it's Aftershock. What happened to Avenger? But Aftershock gets the win. Next up, we have Ice Cream Man taking on Inverse Alien Invasion. And it's... Oh! Did Alien Invasion just sneak by Ice Cream Man for the win? Yes, he did. Next up, final race of round number 1 is Train Trucks, Earthshaker, and Gravedigger. Whoa! Close battle. And it's Gravedigger. Alright guys, here's all your matchups for round number 2. Ending it off with Alien Invasion, Inverse, and Gravedigger Train. So let's kick things off with Horsepower and Dragonoid. Here we go with round number 2. And it's Horsepower. Next up, we have Gravedigger Ride taking on Big Kahuna. And that was weird what happened to Gravedigger Ride, Big Kahoona's gonna get the win. Next up, we got Monster Bro taking on Cyclops. Oh no! Monster Bro flips over. And that'll cost it. Cyclops gets the win. Next up, we have El Toro Loco taking on Grandma Gradiger. And it's gonna be... Oh, El Toro Loco is still rolling. But you guys can see right there, just barely Grandma Gradiger holds on. Next up, we have Slinger taking on Stone Crusher. And it's going to be... Let's go straight down. Can't see with my shadow. Just barely Stone Crusher. Next up, we have a fire battle between Husky and Horsepower. Oh, and Husky blocks Horsepower fire for the win. What an upset. Next up, we have BKT taking down Zombie Nitro Neons. And it's going to be Zombie. Next up, we have Jester taking on Wonder Woman. And it's going to be... Let's go straight down. It's Jester. Next up, we have Max D taking on Backwards Bob. And it's going to be Backwards Bob. Next up is Freebird taking on Aftershock. And Freebird rolls over and saves it. That'll give them the win. And your final race of round number 2 is Gradiger Train and Inverse Alien Invasion. And it's Inverse Alien Invasion. Alright guys, there's all your matchups for round 3. But Alien Invasion Inverse needs an opponent. So we're going to do a triple threat race with Salvager, Gradiger, Ride, and BKT. And it's going to be very good race. Just barely BKT. Alright guys, now we're ready for round 3. We're going to kick things off with Big Kahuna and Horsepower. And it's going to... Big Kahuna. Next up, we have Cyclops taking on Grandma Gradiger. And it's going to be Grandma. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on Fire Husky. It's going to be... Let's go straight down and it's Stone Crusher. Next up, we have Zombie Nitro Neons taking on Jester. And it's going to be Zombie Nitro Neons. Next up, we have Backwards Bob taking on Freebird. And Freebird rolls over. Backwards Bob tried to stop him so he could win, but that roll helped Freebird get the win. Final race of round 3 is BKT and Inverse Alien Invasion. And it's going to be Inverse Alien Invasion. Here is your top 6 that moved on to round 4. Let's kick it all up with Grandma and Big Kahuna. And it's gonna be Grandma. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on Zombie Nitro Neons. And it's gonna be Stone Crusher. And your final race of round number 4 before we need Fast Scissor is Inverse Alien Invasion and Freebird. And Freebird rolls over again and then blocks Alien Invasion for the win. Alright guys, there's your top 3 that have advanced, but we need one Fast Lizard to make it all even. Freebird needs a put, so let's kick it with Green Ghost, BKT, and Salvager. And it's gonna be Green Ghost. Alright guys, here is your championship for inside of Grandma Gravedigger. We have Ethan Smith. Inside is Stone Crusher. we have MJ Freak 1 inside of Freebird. We have Cheetah Fire Films inside the Gravedigger Green Ghost. We have Joseph Nelson. So without further ado, let's kick things off with Stone Crusher and Grandma Gravedigger. Here is the first race. And it's gonna go to Grandma Gravedigger. They both flipped. Stone Crusher made contact. He was trying to flip Grandma, but he flipped too. That cost them. And Grandma Gravedigger is moving on to the championship race. Next up, we have Freebird taking on Green Ghost Gravedigger. And it's gonna go to Freebird. Alright guys, here's your championship race. Inside of Freebird, we have Cheetah Fire Films. Inside Grandma Gravedigger, we have Ethan Smith. So, I don't believe any of these guys have won on my channel before. So, I think both of them are looking for their first win. And I also don't think either of these trucks have won before. Well, your winner of Sign Up Series 116, the first race in Outdoor Edition, is going to be none other than Ethan Smith. Inside the Grandma Gravedigger has finally done it. Congratulations to Ethan Smith. You are now a one-time champ on my channel, and you just gave Grandma Gravedigger his first win. Congratulations, man. You deserve this win. You did great. Cheetah Fire Films, dude, you were so close to getting your first win. You just gotta make that one step further, and I know you'll get your win one day. You came so close. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Congratulations to Ethan Smith for taking his first win on my channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.